it's October 1st, and you know what that means. It's Halloween month. So I figured I would start off this month by doing a Halloween tutorial. It's my attempt at a sugar skull. I've never done a sugar skull or anything like that before, so I figured I would try it. So yeah. I was kind of inspired by this giant headpiece that I had, so I thought it was very sugar skull-esque, and yeah, that's kind of where the color scheme came from. If you guys are interested to see my amateur attempt at a sugar skull, then please keep watching. First I'm grabbing this very light colored concealer and putting it all over my face. You could use white face paint, which would work great, but I don't have that, and this is kind of like a last minute Halloween thing, so I'm using entirely makeup products. So I'm taking this light concealer and just putting it all over my face and setting it with a white powder. With this, I'm just pressing it onto my face, making sure not to swipe and remove any product. Now with some black gel liner, I'm just creating a circle using my eyebrows as a guideline, I guess. And yeah, so 2 symmetrical circles. I say symmetrical, but they didn't quite end up symmetrical. But yeah, just around the 2 of my eyes. I'm going to fill this in later with a little bit of gel liner. When filling it in, I'm mainly focusing on the outer part of my eye and closer to my actual eyeballs. I don't want that to be as dark, so I'm just going to blend that in with my finger later. Then back with that gel liner on a brush, I'm just going in and crisping out that outer circle. Then with some blue eyeshadow, I'm just packing this on my eyelid with my finger. I feel like using my finger really packs on the most color, so that's what I'm doing. I'm focusing the blue kind of on my lid and closest to my eye area, then blending it out slightly into the black. I want it to be the brightest blue where my eyelid is and around the eye area, and as it like fades out, I want that to be darker. Then grabbing some black eyeshadow and a fluffy brush, I'm taking this all around the rim of that circle. I'm blending it where the end of that blue meets, so it kind of blends together, I guess. Yeah, basically I'm taking blue on the brush, putting that on the inside, and then taking black on the brush and blending it with the outside of that so they kind of blend in together. I want blue on the inside and black on the outside, doing the exact same thing on the other eye. Now with that same light concealer, I'm taking that on my finger and dotting it around the outside of that circle. This is just going to act as a base for the color that I'll be putting on top of it, kind of make the color show up a bit more and actually stay in place. Then just doing the same on the other eye. I feel like using my finger is kind of the most effective way to do this, just because you get perfect dots in one go. Now going in with this lighter blue shade, I'm just tapping this on with my finger on top of those concealer dots. I'm leaving one dot in between each because I'm going to fill that in with a different shade of blue. I'm just using my finger again here because it really packs on the color the way I want it to, but if you don't want to get down and dirty, then by all means use a brush. Then with this darker shade of blue, which is actually the one I used to fill in the eye area, I'm just dotting this on in those gaps, I guess. And yeah, just going all the way around. Now with some black gel liner on a brush, I'm just going around those little dots and kind of outlining them so they're a little bit more crisp and cleaner. More clean? Cleaner a word? Just making them more crisp and like a lot more tidy, I guess. So now you can see a bit closer what I'm actually doing. They're just looking a lot more defined. That's the word. Yeah, more defined and part of my face. Then just going around the rim of that circle to kind of deepen it up a little. Making sure there's no gaps between the little tiny dots and the actual giant circle. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can kind of see. Now back into that light concealer, I'm just taking this and kind of cleaning up any fallout that came from the eyeshadow placement. Taking a fluffy brush and some black eyeshadow, I'm just carving out some very hollow cheekbones. I'm literally carving this out so it looks like my cheeks kind of sink in. Kind of like a skeleton, sugar skull kind of thing. I don't know. First took this little brush and used the black. Kind of blended it out, and then took a big fluffy brush with some blue eyeshadow on it and blended that together, kind of softened things up and looked more like a shadow than a line on my face. Then just took that and blended it all around the perimeters of my face as well, because you know, sugar skulls gotta blend their contour. Then taking some white eyeshadow, I'm just placing this on the high points of my cheekbones, because who contours without highlighting, right? So for the nose, I'll be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. I kind of just did 2 triangles and then filled it in and then joined it up the top. But honestly, I have no idea about how skeletons actually look and how their noses look, so I kind of just wing this. Looking at a couple of reference pictures, I noticed all the sugar skulls kind of had this cobwebby design on their foreheads, so that's what I attempted to do. Kind of did an outline and then went in and darkened it up when I was happy with how it was looking. I mean, it's not too bad if I do say so myself. Here's where things got real weird and I had no idea what I was doing. I tried to put some dark blue eyeshadow just to kind of add a bit more shading to the cobweb type thing and then darkened everything up. I was kind of just winging it, to be honest. Then I went in and added these little tiny dots because, you know, I thought they looked cool, so. Then just slapping some of that light concealer all over my lips and setting it with a white powder. I drew a black line with that gel liner all across my mouth. I had no idea how sugar skull, like skulls in general, how their lips look and how their teeth look. So I was kind of just guessing, yeah. So here comes the teeth, which is something I was most dreading because, yeah, I'm not that great at the human anatomy and how our teeth looks without any skin, so I had no idea. Kind of just drew a lot of lines going down and then kind of shaded the inner bits with the black so it kind of looked like a bit of dimension. I don't know. I feel like the top lip looks kind of good. Have no idea what happened down the bottom, so we'll just ignore that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my attempt at a sugar skull using only makeup products. So I just chucked that headpiece on and a scarf around my neck for some reason. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and I will see you soon. Bye.
Can't wait to take this all off my face.